Magicians have an inborn charisma to surprise and shock us all.
Yes, it is.
With their jaw-dropping but real magic tricks. So be it Dynamo's famous fountain ice trick, or Damien Adicia's death-defying sandbox escape act. Hello and welcome back, and today we're gonna figure out the top secrets behind the world's most famous magic tricks of all time. So, let's get started. At number 5, the Flying Box Illusion. A true marvel, the Flying Box Illusion is an astonishing and surprising way of introducing a beautiful assistant. To see how the trick is performed, we'll go all the way to the Middle East on Arab's Got Talent. At the command of the magician, the huge box placed on a platform magically starts to move backwards, and then come back into its original position. He even mysteriously rotates it slowly to the left and then to the right. In between, he shakes the box and some of the letters fall off. He then moves the remaining letters to magically reveal the word girl. Finally, the box levitates into the air and what do we see? A girl is lifted out of the box, thus impressing everyone around. So, how did he do it? Well, at first sight, you can see underneath and around the box, and there's simply nothing to see. So how did the box float without the magician not laying his fingers on the box or anywhere else? The trick here lies in a mechanism placed inside the box. Yes, the box was supported by a steel structure behind it. That support structure was placed between the magician and the box. From the front side, everything looked magical as we couldn't see the support structure. Also, the vertical rod was disguised as the magician's leg, and here, when the box floats in the air, this is actually a fake leg covering the support rod. So, this is how the whole setup looks like. The magician has hidden his right leg behind the vertical support, and the support rod is covered using a black cloth, and a shoe is placed in front so that it looks like the magician's leg. Now, the assistant rested herself onto that support platform built inside the box, and that box was free to rotate. This allowed the magician to rotate the box on either side or lift it up in the air using his hands or his hidden leg. And this is how he makes the girl to magically float inside the box. Coming to the part where he magically moves the letters on that box to form the word girl. How did he do that? Now, the first time around when he shakes the box, only 4 letters remain. Yes, those 4 letters, which can form the word girl, were held tightly onto that box using a magnet. So now you must have got it. The magnet was responsible for the movement of those 4 letters on that box to finally arrange and reveal the text girl. At number 4, the Disappearing Spheres trick. Josephine Lee, one of the best female magicians, performed an amazing disappearing act on Britain's Got Talent, which wowed everyone present. Here's what she did. She begins the trick by taking out a levitating sphere covered under a wire cloth and reveals the sphere. Thereafter, she levitates the sphere in air and does some amazing levitation tricks with that sphere. To make it even more special, she even uses a hula hoop ring and passes it around that sphere to convince everyone that there's nothing in between. Then she levitates the sphere to an even greater height and magically drops it in the box placed on stage. The sphere is now in the center of the box. Thereafter, she takes out a white cloth, spreads out the cloth, and what do we see? The sphere disappears and is now underneath the cloth, which magically floats in air, resembling a ghost. Similarly, she levitates another cloth in air with a sphere hidden underneath. After opening the door, the sphere again appears, but this time around, after levitating the cloth in air, she goes inside the box and closes the door. Finally, the box opens, the levitation stops, and she ends the trick with a unique disappearing illusion that saw her apparently teleport through the box onto the stage. So, how did she do it? Well, this trick has 2 key scenarios. First, the mysterious levitating spheres, and second, the teleportation part. Now, for the first part, everything that floated in this act were supported by invisible strings and were already attached to each side of the spheres before she enters the stage. The strings were connected through the box in such a way that the right end of the strings passed through the top of the opened box, while its left end went through the hole in the right side of the box. And the trick started with the string attached to both sides of that balloon. But still, who controlled their movement? Well, there were 2 assistants hidden on each side of the stage who controlled the movement of the strings. And now you must have got it. Everything you saw levitating in air were controlled by the assistants and were responsible for the amount of tension and slackness applied to those strings and kept the spheres from dropping. This made the balloon to appear out of the box and then magically levitate into the box. But what about the 2 floating cloths? Well, they too are pre-attached to the strings on both sides, and also, underneath each cloth is a semi-spherical shaped device attached, which expands and releases. That's the reason why it resembled a levitating sphere when in air, and once she appeared, the cloth drops on the floor, which created the illusion as if the sphere disappeared. Now, regarding the hula hoop, she was able to rotate the hula hoop around the sphere up and down without affecting the string on the left and right side of the sphere. But what about the disappearing spheres inside the box? Well, to understand this, we need to look at the next part of the trick, the teleportation part. Now, the box placed at the end of the stage has a built-in mechanism with a secret hidden compartment at its base. Also, inside this compartment is Josephine's look-alike assistant who was hidden all this while. Yes, she was the one who made the spheres to appear and disappear by placing and hiding it inside the compartment. Also, at the end, when Josephine spreads out the curtain, here, she quickly gets inside the curtain while her look-alike assistant was the one who goes inside the box, which made the act look convincing to the viewers. Finally, Josephine reveals herself to end this amazing illusion.
At number 3, the fountain ice trick. Dynamo, the magician beyond magic, performed the trick in which he froze the complete water fountain by defying all the rules and laws of physics. You might be even wondering as to how come he was able to do that. Well, before revealing the secret, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you get instant notifications of our new video uploads. Now, let's quickly get to the secret. The trick is very much a planned trick of Dynamo as usual. To begin with, he touches the water and the water starts to freeze into ice. But that did not happen actually, and here's how the trick works. There was already a layer of ice at the bottom of the fountain water which was made to rise above by pulling the water downwards. Also, to amaze the audience even more, Dynamo also froze the fountain water source. Well, if you look closely, the ice flow is actually narrower than the stream of water, which makes this possible, as the frozen stream of ice was already present and the water was just made to flow over it, which was then later stopped. That made it to look as if the stream of water has also frozen. At number 2, death-defying sandbox escape.
Damien Aditya, the famous escape artist, shocked the audience when he attempted the death-defying sandbox escape on America's Got Talent. Here's what he did. Damien goes inside a sandbox and has only 2 minutes to escape before 900 pounds of sand falls over him and buries him alive. So, this great artist risks his life and goes inside that sandbox with his ankle, wrist, and neck all locked up and has nothing but a fragile cover above him. After 2 minutes, the sand falls over him. Everyone believes that something's gone wrong. The assistants keep looking for him and finally break the sandbox. But what do we see? Dressed up as an assistant, Damien has survived this escape act just in time and is totally fine. So, how did he survive this dangerous act? Well, here's the secret. After getting inside that box, how did he manage to unlock himself? Well, the handcuffs, the neck, and the ankle cuffs are all designed in a way that allows him to escape in time. The handcuffs you see are actually easy to open and close, and don't need a key to lock or unlock. Also, the neck and ankle cuffs can easily be opened from one side, which helps him to get out quickly. But where exactly does he come from? Well, there's a mechanism built inside that box, and there's a secret escape door at the back of the box. There's also a latch which makes the fragile cover fall off. So, after Damien goes inside the box, the sand starts accumulating on the cover above him. Meanwhile, he unlocks his handcuffs. And just when he's sure that there's enough sand gathered on that cover, he pulls the latch and the sand falls over him. Now the cover falls at an angle which hides him underneath it. Meanwhile, one of the assistants runs at the back and swaps his position with Damien, who escapes out from the secret door. Finally, he reveals himself to amaze the audience. So finally, moving on to the last trick on our list, the Amazing Prediction Act. This magic trick comes from the eastern part of the world, the famous Philippines Got Talent show. In one of the performances, the magician named Odisto Domingo performed a prediction trick in which he tells the 4 judges to each name a random word. The 4 words they chose were Japan, Sakura, Time, and Urduja. His assistant then places a small box on a table stand. Now Domingo takes out a piece of paper from a bottle which was sealed inside the box. To everyone's surprise, the paper inside the box revealed the exact 4 words written on it, thus correctly predicting the words chosen by the judges. So, how did the magician know those 4 words? Well, here's the secret. The piece of paper that was taken out from the box already had the 4 words written on it. Yes, the words were written on the paper after they were chosen by the judges. In the backstage, Domingo's assistant wrote down each one of the judges' chosen words onto that piece of paper, and it was this paper which Domingo revealed later. But who's the assistant, you'd think? Yes, he was the same person who brought the box stand onto the stage. At the top of the box stand there was a cloth fabric, and it had a cutout from where he slides the paper underneath. So before bringing the table on stage, the assistant placed his pre-written paper folded and hidden under the cloth fabric. Now Domingo could easily lift up or roll up the fabric to take out the folded paper. But still, how did Domingo manage to reach the paper as there was a sealed box placed over it? Well, the box had a secret door at its bottom. So during this moment, when he goes near the box, he pulls up the hidden door, rolls up the fabric, takes out the paper, and quickly puts it inside the bottle. If you notice, after he places his hands inside the box, he had almost 5 to 6 seconds to take out the paper from the stand and insert it into the bottle through the opening at its bottom. Finally, he takes out the piece of paper from the bottle, which exactly matches the judge's selection. So guys, hope you got the secrets behind some of the world's most famous magic tricks. Which trick did you like the most? And name any other video topic you would like us to create. Tell us in the comments below. Do like and share this video with your friends on social media. For more such amazing things, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. And finally, thanks for watching.